My dear son, I speak to you now, with love so deep and eternal that no words can truly express the depth of my affection for you. As I have watched you grow, I have seen your heart, your dreams, your struggles, and your triumphs. Know that through it all, I am with you, guiding you, protecting you, and holding you close. There is something I wish to remind you of today, something so important for your journey in this world: peace. Not the peace the world speaks of, fleeting and dependent on circumstances, but the deep, abiding peace that comes only from me. The peace I give is not of this world. The peace I offer you, my son, surpasses all understanding. It is not the absence of trouble or conflict, but a quiet assurance that, no matter what happens around you, you are safe in my hands. When the world seems chaotic, when storms rage in your life, and when you feel overwhelmed, remember that my peace is a constant. It is not shaken by external forces because it comes from the one who is above all things. You are my beloved child, and I want you to experience this peace in every area of your life. Peace within your heart. First and foremost, I desire peace in your heart. It is the foundation of everything else. When your heart is at peace, you can face any situation with confidence. You will not be swayed by fear, anxiety, or doubt because you will know that I am with you. Trust in me, my son. Trust in my plans for your life, even when you do not understand them. Trust that I am working all things together for your good. When you trust me fully, peace will fill your heart, and you will no longer be burdened by the cares of this world. Remember my words. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. John chapter 14 verse 27. Hold on to this promise. I have given you my spirit to dwell within you, and where my spirit is, there is peace. Peace in your relationships. I also desire for you to experience peace in your relationships. My son, people will come and go in your life, and not everyone will bring peace with them. But you can choose to be a vessel of my peace in every relationship. You can choose to forgive, to love, and to extend grace, just as I have forgiven, loved, and extended grace to you. When you walk in my peace, you will find that even difficult relationships can be healed. Do not hold on to anger or bitterness, for these things steal your peace. Let go of offenses quickly and seek reconciliation whenever possible. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Matthew chapter 5 verse 9. As my son, you are called to be a peacemaker in this world. Reflect my love and peace to those around you, and you will see relationships transformed by my power. Peace in your mind. Your mind is a battleground, and the enemy will try to steal your peace through lies and deception. But I have given you the mind of Christ. Guard your mind with my truth. Meditate on my word day and night, and let it renew your thoughts. When your mind is filled with my truth, there will be no room for fear, doubt, or confusion. Take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5. When anxious thoughts try to take hold of you, remember that I am your refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Psalm chapter 46 verse 1. My peace will guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. Philippians chapter 4 verse 7. Peace in your purpose. You were created with a purpose, my son. I have placed gifts, talents, and dreams inside of you that are unique to you. Sometimes, the path to fulfilling your purpose may seem unclear, and you may wonder if you are on the right track. But do not worry or be anxious about your future, for I am the one who holds it. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. When you walk in my peace, you will find clarity and direction. Trust in me with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge me, and I will direct your paths. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6. Do not be afraid to step out in faith when I call you to something new. My peace will go before you and make a way where there seems to be no way. You are never alone, for I am always with you. Peace in the midst of trials. In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. John chapter 16 verse 33. My son, I want you to understand that peace does not mean the absence of trials. There will be times when you face challenges, hardships, and even suffering. But even in the midst of these trials, my peace will sustain you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2. I am with you in every storm, and I will bring you through it stronger than before. Do not be afraid of what lies ahead, for I have already gone before you, and I am your rearguard. Cling to me in times of trouble, and I will give you peace that transcends your circumstances. I will give you strength when you feel weak, hope when you feel discouraged, and joy even in the midst of sorrow. My peace will be your anchor. Peace in eternity. Finally, my son, remember that the peace I give you is not only for this life but for all eternity. You are my child, and I have prepared a place for you in my kingdom. There will be a day when all the struggles and pain of this world will pass away, and you will dwell with me in perfect peace forever. In that day, there will be no more death, no more mourning, no more crying, and no more pain. Revelation chapter 21 verse 4. You will see me face to face, and my peace will fill you completely. Until that day comes, walk in the peace I have given you, and let it be a testimony to the world of my love and faithfulness. My precious son, as you continue your journey in this world, let my peace guide you as the unshakable foundation upon which you stand. This peace, my peace, will carry you through both the still moments and the tempestuous ones. It is an eternal gift, meant to transform not only your life but the lives of those around you. Let me remind you once more that this peace is your birthright, bestowed upon you by my love, cultivated within you by my Spirit, and sustained by your trust in me. Let's explore more ways in which you can experience this peace, live in it, and share it with others. Peace in times of uncertainty. Life is full of moments that will test your faith, my son. There will be seasons of uncertainty, times when the future seems unclear, when paths before you appear confusing, and when you feel as though you're standing at a crossroads with no clear direction. In these moments, lean into me. Know that even when you cannot see the next step, I am the light unto your path. Psalm chapter 119 verse 105. The peace I offer is not reliant on perfect understanding or having all the answers. Rather, it thrives in the unknown because it is rooted in the assurance that I already know the outcome. When you feel overwhelmed by the uncertainty, simply breathe and remind yourself, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." Psalm chapter 23 verse 1. You lack nothing because I am the provider of all things, your peace, your strength, your wisdom. Cast your anxieties upon me because I care for you. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7. And let that be enough for you to face each day with the peace that comes from knowing I am in control. Peace in silence and stillness. My son, in the busyness of life, the rush of responsibilities, and the clamor of expectations, I invite you into stillness. There is a peace that can only be found in silence, when you quiet the noise of the world and listen for my voice. Do not be afraid of the quiet moments, they are a gift. It is in the stillness that you will hear the gentle whispers of my Spirit guiding you, comforting you, and assuring you of my presence. Take time to withdraw from the hustle of daily life, as Jesus did when he went away to pray and be with me. Luke chapter 5 verse 16. It is in these moments of solitude that peace will renew your soul. I invite you to come and sit with me, not to speak or to ask for anything, but simply to be in my presence. In that stillness, my peace will wash over you, restoring you and filling you with my divine calm. Remember, my son, that peace is not always found in grand gestures or miraculous events. Often, it is in the quiet, simple moments where I speak most clearly to your heart. Peace in forgiving yourself. My beloved son, one of the greatest barriers to peace is the burden of guilt and regret that you sometimes carry. I have seen the weight of past mistakes and the ways in which they have troubled your heart. But let me remind you of this truth. In my grace, there is no condemnation for you. Romans chapter 8 verse 1. You are forgiven, fully and completely. When you come to me with a repentant heart, I cast your sins as far as the east is from the west. Psalm chapter 103 verse 12. You must not hold on to what I have already forgiven. Forgive yourself, my son, for holding on to guilt only disrupts the peace I long to give you. It is not my will for you to live in the shadow of your past. I am making all things new, including you. Accept the forgiveness I have freely given, and let it bring peace to your soul. The past no longer defines you. Your identity is rooted in me and my love for you. Move forward in peace, knowing that I have redeemed you and have called you by name. Peace in living with purpose. One of the most powerful ways to live in peace is to live with purpose, aligning your actions, thoughts, and decisions with the calling I have placed upon your life. There is peace in knowing that you are fulfilling the work I have set before you, that each step you take is a step in alignment with my will. Seek me daily, my son, and ask for clarity in your purpose. Whether your calling is grand or humble in the eyes of the world, it is significant in my kingdom. You are part of my divine plan, and I have equipped you with everything you need to fulfill the purpose I have given you. When you live in this purpose, peace will flow effortlessly, for you will no longer be striving in your own strength or chasing after fleeting desires. You will be walking in step with me, and in that alignment, you will find peace beyond measure. Remember, my son, your purpose is not about success as the world defines it. It is about being faithful to what I have asked of you, trusting me with the results, and knowing that in my perfect timing, everything will come to pass. Peace in letting go. There is great peace in surrender, my son. Life often tempts you to hold tightly to things, dreams, possessions, people, and even worries. But I ask you to release your grip, to let go of the things that cause you unrest, and to trust them into my care. When you surrender control, you make space for my peace to enter. You cannot carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, nor were you ever meant to. Let go of your need to control the outcome, and trust me with your heart's desires. I know the plans I have for you, and they are good. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. Surrendering does not mean giving up. It means placing your trust in the one who is able to do immeasurably more than you can ask or imagine. Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20. As you let go, you will find that peace rushes in, filling the places where fear and anxiety once dwelled. Peace in serving others. My son, there is a profound peace that comes from serving others with a heart full of love. When you focus on lifting others, you will find that your own burdens grow lighter. I have called you to serve, not because I need your help, but because through service, you reflect my heart to the world. In serving, you are walking the path of humility, a path that brings peace to your soul. Whether it's through small acts of kindness or great works of compassion, serving others allows my peace to flow through you like a river, touching the lives of those in need and reminding you of the purpose I have given you. Remember what my son Jesus taught. Whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be a slave of all. Mark chapter 10 verses 43 to 44. The greatest peace is found in a heart that is willing to serve, expecting nothing in return but knowing that in giving, you are receiving the blessings of heaven. Peace in trusting my timing. Sometimes, my son, peace is disrupted not because of what is happening, but because of when it is happening. You may feel anxious about the timing of certain events or promises in your life. You may wonder, why hasn't this happened yet? Or, when will things change? I ask you to trust my timing. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 9. What may seem like a delay to you is often part of a greater plan that you cannot yet see. Be patient, my son. Let my peace guard your heart as you wait, knowing that I am never late. Everything happens in its appointed time, and I am always working for your good. There is peace in knowing that I am sovereign over time itself. You do not need to rush or force anything to happen. Rest in my timing, and let peace be your constant companion as you walk forward in faith. My beloved son, never underestimate the power of community. I created you for connection, to be part of a larger family, the body of Christ. In community, you will find support, encouragement, and shared experiences that will strengthen your faith and your peace. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, who share in your journey of faith, and who inspire you to walk in my ways. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 17. In these relationships, you will discover peace that comes from unity, love, and mutual support. Do not shy away from vulnerability within your community. Open your heart to those who care for you, share your struggles, and allow them to walk alongside you. It is in sharing burdens that peace multiplies and healing takes place. Remember, there is strength in numbers, and together, you can encourage one another to seek my peace in all situations. Peace through gratitude. One of the most transformative practices you can embrace, my son, is gratitude. Cultivating a heart of thankfulness shifts your perspective and opens the door to my peace. When you focus on the blessings in your life, even amidst challenges, you will find that peace begins to flow like a river. Make it a habit to acknowledge my goodness each day. Start a gratitude journal, listing the things you are thankful for, both big and small. In moments of doubt or anxiety, return to this list and remind yourself of the ways I have provided, protected, and guided you. Gratitude aligns your heart with my will and fosters a spirit of contentment. As you practice thankfulness, you will discover that my peace, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and mind. Philippians chapter 4 verse 7. This peace will become a wellspring, overflowing into every area of your life. Peace in worship. Worship is a powerful avenue through which my peace can enter your heart. When you lift your voice in praise, when you play an instrument, or when you meditate on my word, you create an atmosphere where my presence dwells. In my presence, there is fullness of joy. Psalm chapter 16 verse 11, and joy brings peace. Find moments throughout your day to worship me, whether through music, prayer, or simply reflecting on my goodness. As you worship, your worries will fade, and you will find comfort in knowing that I am sovereign over all. The act of worship is not just a ritual, it is a heart response to my love and grace. Allow my spirit to lead you in worship, and let it be a source of renewal and peace. In those moments of intimacy with me, you will feel the weight of the world lift from your shoulders, replaced by the lightness of my presence. Peace in obedience. Obedience to my word is a pathway to peace. When you align your life with my commandments, you create a safe space where my peace can thrive. Disobedience can lead to turmoil and unrest, but when you choose to follow my ways, you will experience the harmony that comes from living in accordance with my truth. It is not always easy to follow my commands, and there will be times when you are tempted to stray. In those moments, remember that I am calling you to something greater. Obedience is an act of love, an acknowledgement that you trust me and believe that my ways are best. When you live in obedience, you will find that my peace envelops you. You will walk confidently, knowing that you are walking in the light of my will, and you will avoid the traps of sin that lead to turmoil. Peace and acceptance. Sometimes, peace comes through acceptance, accepting circumstances that are beyond your control. There will be moments in life when you face trials, loss, or disappointments that you cannot change. In those times, I encourage you to surrender to my will. Acceptance does not mean you have to like your situation. It means you trust that I am in control. When you accept the things you cannot change, you release the burden of trying to force things to be different. This release opens your heart to my peace. Remember the words of Paul. I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. Philippians chapter 4 verse 11. Contentment in every situation is a powerful testament to your faith in me. Allow my peace to fill the spaces of uncertainty and pain, trusting that I am working all things together for your good.